Okay, tempo. When you tap your foot to music, you're feeling its underlying pulse, the beat. One easy to grasp property of the beat is how fast it moves, its tempo. Composers indicate tempo in a couple of different ways. First, tempo markings. These are the traditional, often Italian terms that convey speed, and sometimes character, using terms like largo, andante, and allegro. Metronome markings are precise beats per minute indications. Most classical pieces include a word or short phrase at the start of the piece, or at the start of each movement, called a tempo marking. These markings guide the performer's sense of speed and character, and they are commonly written in Italian, largely because early music notation and publishing traditions developed in Italy, and the convention stuck. Common examples of tempo markings include largo, which means like very slow or broad, andante, which is like a walking pace. It actually comes from the word for to walk in Italian, and allegro, which is fast, lively. It also comes from the word happy in Italian. Tempo markings are intentionally ambiguous. Two performers might play the same piece with the same tempo marking at different speeds, and this ambiguity allows room for musical interpretation and personal style. Here are some common slow, medium, and fast tempo markings in their traditional Italian, with accompanying descriptions and translations. These categories are kind of approximate. Interpretation will vary by context and performer. So some slow ones like grave means solemn, so it's slow and sort of sad. You might get largo, which just means broad or long. Lento, which literally just means slow. Medium, we have andante again. Moderate, moderato. Also the diminutive of allegro, happy, allegretto. Some fast ones, allegros, generally considered to be fast, happy. Vivace is lively, usually considered faster than allegro. Presto is very fast. Prestissimo is as fast as possible. Modifying the tempo. Beyond the common tempo markings, performers use tempo markings to refine or change the speed. These may attach to a marking, as in allegro non troppo, which means allegro or happy, fast, but don't overdo it. Or might appear within the score to indicate gradual shifts, such as accelerando, which means getting faster or speeding up, and ritardando, slowing down. Perhaps the two most common are accelerando and ritardando. You might also see fairly often meno mosso, which is less movement, and più mosso, which means more movement to go faster. And finally, the metronome mark. In a musical score, you'll often see a metronome marking written next to the tempo marking as a more precise indication of speed. A metronome marking has two parts: the beat unit, the note that gets the beat, such as a quarter note or an eighth note, and a number that tells you how many of those beats occur per minute, beats per minute, or BPM. For example, the metronome marking quarter note equals 120 means there are 120 quarter note beats every minute, so 2 quarter notes every second. A metronome produces an audible click at a regular adjustable speed. The modern mechanical metronome was patented in 1815 during Beethoven's lifetime by Johann Meltzold. They actually knew each other. A metronome lets you set the tempo in beats per minute, and below, a metronome is provided for us to experiment with. We'll start it by clicking the power button. And then we can adjust the number of beats in the pattern. So instead of 4, I can have it count to 2, which is sort of like a march feel. Left, right, 1, 2, 1, 2. Or in 3s, like a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or back in 4, which is like most rock and roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can change the tempo by sliding left or right. So that's a very quick 4. Let's hear 60, which should sound just like 1 per second. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.